Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good to have you all back. Wee video here today for you. Nice wee special video. Something different for a change. For me anyway. First of all, I would like to say thank you, and just to let you all know that this video is sponsored by Ovonic. These are the new Ovonic 5S batteries, and they've been kindly donated to me by Ovonic for this video, for the release of the new Titan, the Iflight Titan Dc5. If you check the description below, you should find a link, direct link to Ovonic's store, Ampao it is, and I think it's Ovonic in the US, and you can order them through Amazon.com as well if you're in the US and the UK. However, if you're in Northern Ireland like me, you have to order them from the Ampao, I think I'm saying that right, from their website. They get delivered by Hermes transport in Europe. So if you're in Northern Ireland like me, happy days, lucky boys, we get our batteries delivered for a change. Check these guys out because you do get your batteries. I've got the 1500 5S specifically for this frame, and there's also two 4S for my other frames. So guys, thanks very much to Ovonic, so check out their store. Anyway guys, ta-da! I was wanting so long to get this wee quad. This is the Iflight Dc5, the Titan, and fantastic looking wee machine. I really wanted to get, in fact before I even knew this was released like this, I was going to buy the parts myself anyway. I was going to buy the frame, and I was going to buy the F7 flight controller, I was going to buy the air unit, I was going to buy all the bits and pieces to build this thing. And then all of a sudden on Facebook they had shown it, and at the time of showing it, it didn't have the Exene, the good Exene Pro motors. It had the Exene E, the Eco motors. And I messaged the guy Si, and I said, Si, why are you doing it with the budget motors on such a good build? And then the next thing, lo and behold, then it popped up again on Facebook, the Iflight Dc5, and they had the good Exene on. Yo, so good job for tidying that up. Putting the good motors on really made a difference, guys. So let's have another wee quick look at this, and we'll run through some of the specs on this little quad. Woohoo! So guys, here we have it. This is the Iflight Titan Dc5, and I have to say it's a beautiful looking wee craft. Now the first thing you'll notice is there that the arms are well back, and it's because it's a dead cat frame. Obviously, can't get it in shot. It looks like a dead cat on its back, sprawled out with its arms and all, so that's why it has the dead cat name. A couple of wee things is that the camera, I noticed there, the camera at the front is protruding a little bit, but I don't see that really being a problem for me flying. I'm not going to be flying bandos and smashing bandos and stuff. I don't think this wee quad is designed to be a bando flasher or smasher. It's designed more to be probably more like a wee small freestyle rig, sort of cinematic quality and stuff like that. But everybody causes a cinematic build shit. Anyway, it's probably best as a slow flyer, really in through trees, over water and all that sort of nonsense. You know, for me, I just bought it simply because I really liked the look of the frame. I did, and because the props aren't in shot. Obviously GoPro mount was added on. I bought that myself as well as an extra. People are probably saying, why do you need the GoPro when it records 1080? Well, because it records 1080, and because the quality from the DJI system, although it's good, isn't 100% top-notch quality. Guys, this wee frame is excellent. First of all, in here we have got the F7 Iflight Sussex flight controller. It's the F7 30x30 stack with the 50 amp ESC. It's not the metal FETs, it's just the normal FETs in there. And it's the version 4 DJI, so it has a 2.5 amp 9 volt BEC in there, and the BEC, there's a plug wiring harness that comes straight up round and into the DJI air unit, so no soldering required. Came with the air unit pre-installed, came everything just pre-installed more or less as you see here. I did add a couple of wee cable ties in here to hold the power cables down. On the antennas here also I put a bit of extra heat shrink, put a bit of tape and then a bit of heat shrink to help stiffen them up a wee bit, because I thought to myself they were a wee bit exposed, and I've seen a couple of other guys have done it. But I think Iflight have done a remarkable job with this. It's the arms are 5mm thick arms. It feels really strong and sturdy. You know, it really does feel strong and sturdy. Obviously, like I said there at the beginning or earlier on, it is not. I wouldn't recommend it to be a bando smasher. It'll take a few hits, I reckon. But if you're going to bash walls and concrete, it'll probably not last too long, I don't think. But that remains to be tested. Personally, I will not be testing it unless Iflight will guarantee me that they will send me a brand new quad. Guys, this quad is fitted with the Exene, the proper Exene racing motors, the 2207 2450 kV. And if you have Hawkeyes, well, a little bit like I did, these motors are slightly different than the original Exenes. Ooh, what's going on there then? Right, I can't really show you it. Ooh, I can't really show you. It's hard to see the difference. The bell is a slightly different shape, ever so slightly. These are the same motors on a different quad. These are the 2207s, 2450 kV, and the bell actually joins at the top in here. The top of the bell and the outer housing is pressed, and it's two separate units. The top of the bell and the actual bell itself is two separate component parts, and then they're pressed in the factory and joined together. However, these new Exene here, which are basically identical motors, the bell has a slightly different shape. It's slightly curved, slightly different, and no, you can see underneath as well the lower rim on the under edge is slightly different, and then to top it all off, there's no join. The new Exene motor bells are completely one complete unit. So obviously they've seen what everybody else is doing, and they've stepped up their game, and they've followed the herd, and they have done the same themselves. Now, this is the first, I didn't know they had done this. I didn't know Iflight had done this until this actually came on. I was looking, them motors look slightly different, and so they do. What's that, no join? Because I fly Exene and all my other quads up there, they are different, so they're all one unit. But like I say, you get the F7 in there, 50 amp ESC, 4-1 ESC, and the DJI air unit. Capacitor, 1000 UF capacitor on there, 35 volt. Came with all the 3D printed parts, the 3D printed arm protectors on the end, the wee bumpers on the front and the bumper on the rear, the antenna mount, and it's not the standard DJI antennas with the MMCX. It's got the MMCX, the SMA pigtails in there, and then it's fitted with the DJI SMA or reverse RP SMA antennas. Now I bought this extra just for the GoPro, like I say too. But guys, it's very well finished. The arms are carbon fibre obviously, but every single edge in there is chamfered. Everything's smooth to the touch. The carbon feels well finished. All the screws, one of my biggest pet hates with getting frames from China is the screws are always cheap, nasty steel screws, and they always have a really poor quality finish and a really bad fit with your M2 and M2.5 and M1.5 drivers and stuff. The screws used in this here are all high quality, all well finished, and they all have a really great fit, so it's pretty good. In the arms here, it's hard to see, can't really get a close-up of it guys, but in the arm in there, I was wondering myself when I was looking how is it secured, them arms on. In the arm is a press nut, and the press nut is recessed into the arm, so there's no bolts or no screw heads coming, or screw tips coming through. Everything finishes flush. It's just really well put together. I was really surprised at it, Personally, what I would do in here, I'm waiting for them to come. The only thing I didn't like about it in here on top of the flight controller is the little clear plastic nuts securing the whole lot down. There's no lock nut in there, so I'm going to change them to a lock nut. They could work themselves loose, I reckon, during flight, so I'm going to change them out, the 4 nuts, and I might tidy the stack up a little bit. I had that on the cable ties for the power cables and the capacitor in there. I got the air unit wires and I give them all a twist and tidy them up, and I just tidied it up, but other than that, I'm happy enough. Now it's a wee bit, it's not overly expensive, $399 retailing for in the US or on the Iflight website. Worked out about 300 and something pound. By the time I bought the motors, the frames, the flight controller, ESC, air unit, the antennas, the SMA antennas, the everything, it was going to work out more than that. So for me, it was a bargain. You know, it really was a bargain, guys. So there you go, guys. That's it. A wee quick look at the Titan, the Iflight Titan DC5. I'm impressed. Now, guys, I was out with one, no, not one flight, but I've been out once with this, once but 4 batteries. If that makes sense. I was out and had a couple of flights with it, and flying really well. It does need a wee bit of tweaking on the PIDs, I think. It needs a wee bit of adjustment, maybe on the filters. Came to me shipped on Betaflight 4.1.0, which was fine until I connected the DJI system up, the controller stuff, and I found it was only working on S-Bus and not on the HDL, the fast S-Bus protocol. The only way to get the fast S-Bus on was to reflash the flight controller and reset it all up, and then I had to do the set S-Bus baud fast equals on to get the HDL working. And I think DJI are changing that name now to set S-Bus fast or something, but I had to do that. So more or less I got this diff all, copied all my settings, flashed it up with the EX722 dual firmware and Betaflight on the firmware flasher, just reflashed it 4.1, and then just dumped the CLI, just done a CLI dump onto it and tested everything and checked it. Motors flying it was freezing cold. Whenever I'd done a lot of loops and come down and tested it, the motors were freezing cold, so I could lower the filters a wee bit more. So there's a few things I can do to this and probably improve the tune of it a wee bit. But out of the package, for somebody new, maybe looking to get into flying, maybe doesn't really know what to do or set up. I did have to connect it to Betaflight, and I did have to set up the modes for my arming switch and my mode switch and a few other wee things with fail safes and stuff and what I wanted to do, you know. So that does, so anybody even new to this will still have to learn how to set it up through Betaflight. But other than that, great wee machine. I love it, you know, and especially now that the props are out of shot is a big bonus, as you'll see here next, guys. Listen, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks very much for watching. That's it there. If you're thinking about buying this, you're online, you've been looking and you're thinking about it, my advice to you, I didn't get this, I had to buy this myself. Personally, I love it. Think it's great that the arms are out like that, like a sprawled cat. It's the dead cat design, and that's why it's the DC5. I'd say yes, guys, get it. Definitely, if you've got the cash sitting there and it's something that you're really after and you're hemming and hawing, well, the flight controller's top notch, the motors are top notch, the frame's top notch, it's got the DJI Air unit pre-installed. Needs a wee bit of a tidy up. Run your eye over it when you get it, make sure everything's up to spec and how you would like it to be. Set it up, check it, test it through Betaflight and take it out and fly it. And guys, this is the result here, you'll see it now. And tune it and set your rates how you like. Right guys, take care, thanks for watching. We'll finish off with Thor on the video here. It's a few minutes long, I'll just let it play. I'll stick a bit of music on and you can watch the video till the end, and from the DJI Air unit 1080. So anyway guys, take care, all the best, fly safe, and we will catch you again soon sometime. Before I go, don't forget, this video was sponsored by Ovonic. Yoo-hoo! I'm no good at this shit. Right guys, I'm away, bye bye.